What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Blue Side FC channel. I'm Nia Matt, and I hope you're all doing great. Woo, we really needed that win. We really needed that win, and it was a really hard fought win. It was a win that we really needed to work together. Really needed to uh, uh, dig, dig really deep, and we got it. We got the win. We after the game against Southampton, the horrible performance against Southampton, we really needed this. We really needed this. Our performance at Southampton was very bad. And we needed something like this, especially at the home stadium at Stamford Bridge, to be able to lift the fans up again. And yes, we never make it easy for ourselves. We never really make it easy for ourselves. So I just want to get into the game. I just want to summarize what happened in the game right in this video. So let's get straight into it. So yeah, I mean, the it was a very interesting game. Frustrating in the majority of it though, but it was very interesting. The end really justified the means. It was a whole lot. So I want to go through the lineup first. The lineup, I think we played a 3-5-2 formation, and it started with Mendy. I'm just reading it out. Mendy, Koulibaly, Silva, Fofana. Fofana had a debut uh, um, start at home. I think he did very well. We'll talk about Fofana more. So and he put Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Gallagher in the middle. I think he benched Jorginho and started Kovacic instead. Cucurella on the left, James on the right, and then Sterling Pulisic in the middle. So he didn't go with the three front attack that he usually went with. This time he changed it a bit, and he decided to bench Mount and Havertz and brought on Pulisic. And yeah, and Sterling maintained his place as usual, because to me, Sterling has been our best player ever since the season started. He has been one of the better players, and yes, he's the best player since the season started. So the game started very as usual. We always start games very hot. We start games even when the opposition is against us. We tend to at least dominate like the first 5 minutes. But with this game, I think I don't know what West Ham's plan was, but I think their plan was to allow us to play the ball, and they will defend and then probably operate on the counter. But like the first 20-25 minutes, we controlled majority of the ball. We controlled possession. I think around the 20th minute we had like 75% possession. And we know that possession is very important. As important as it may be, it's pretty useless if you can't use it. If you can't use it, then that was the frustrating part. We were not being able, we were able to control the midfield, we were able to control the ball, able to control possession, but we're not doing much with it. Like, we're not finding the attackers at all. The attackers were making really good runs, but the passes to reach them were not there. They were non-existent. And I don't know, Gallagher was making very good runs too as well. The passes weren't coming in from Kovacic. Sterling was making very good runs. The passes weren't coming in from Loftus-Cheek. Like, we had this issue, and we ended up resulting in going to the right all the time, going towards playing down the right with James on the right hand side. And I think once West Ham were able to block that point, that was it. We weren't really progressing the ball enough. In the first half, I don't think we had a clear-cut chance in the first half. I think the only one that I remember was when um, um, Pulisic had a shot on goal that deflected and went wide, and that's about it. That was just about it in the first half. And yeah, I think I was impressed in the first half because of how we were able to control the midfield. The midfield was ours, and Declan Rice was very good for West Ham, and he was preventing those passes from getting through to our attack. But in the majority of the game, we were the ones controlling the ball, and we had the most possession. And it was very frustrating to see that, like, we were controlling the ball a lot in the first half, and we're still not be able to get even a clear cut chance of goal. Was very frustrating to see. And you just could feel it, that West Ham were going to get one chance, two chances, and then do a score. But we were not even creating a chance at all. We were just keeping the ball, and it was a very frustrating thing to see. And I think we had like 8 corners in the first half, and we couldn't use any of them. I think Gallagher's corners were way better than Cucurella's corners. Cucurella's corners were not even beating the first man, but at least Gallagher's corners were getting into the box at least, and it was probably headed wide or headed out by the West Ham players. And yeah, and Zuma was on his A game today. Zuma really worried us in that defense. Zuma was clearing everything that was coming in. Emerson was also doing very well for West Ham. So I don't know, when Chelsea players come back, when ex Chelsea players come back to Chelsea, they play differently. Like they play like they are world class players. And yeah, Zuma was really tormenting us. So that was it for the first half, and it was really uneventful. Apart from the fact that we were controlling the game and then we were getting a lot of corners, but the second half came, and then the game kind of changed a bit, because when we started the second half, West Ham were on us. They were really troubling our defense. That was where the brilliance of Koulibaly, Silva, and Fofana came into play. They were stopping everything. There wasn't even any chance that was coming in troubling Mendy at all. I think we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But before West Ham scored their goal, they were not really troubling us at all. Mendy really had it easy up until then, and then again, we're also not creating chances. We're playing just like we were in the first half. I think when they scored the goal, it woke us up, and some of Tuchel's changes also made a difference. And yeah, so their goal came in, and the way their goal came was, you see, this is the thing about Chelsea. This is the thing about Chelsea. We had 8 corners. I think before their goal came in, we had like 11 corners. We couldn't put any of them even on target. We couldn't get any of them on target. And then they get 2 corners in a row. They got 2 corners in a row. They got one shot that was tracked beautifully, I might add, and Mendy made a very excellent save to take it out to a corner. So that ball came in, and it was headed out again and we considered another corner. And then they got their goal, which, man, it was chaos. It was really chaos in the box. Like, I don't know, there was miscommunication between Mendy and his defenders. Fofana was going to head it. Fofana and Thiago Silva were both going to head the ball. Mendy was also trying to punch the ball away. I think Mendy could have done better by punching the ball away, but I can't really blame him, because the defenders were also in front of him. He had 3 Chelsea defenders in front of him, and he was trying to jump above them to clear the ball on the line. And then the West Ham players hit it back in, and by the time they brought it back in, Mendy was lying down on Fofana and Koulibaly and Thiago Silva on the ground, and Antonio just tapped it in. It was a very it was a very disappointing sight to see. Our defense really needs to wake up. Our defense really needs to wake up. They play very well in the game, and then just a little error, then there's a mistake. And then what happened? After that, Tuchel brings on Chilwell. I was saying this and saying this and saying this. I was tweeting it out. If you're following me on Instagram, at Niamat, the Blue Side FC, you would know that I was saying it, that we need Chilwell on the pitch. I don't understand why Chilwell is not starting games. Chilwell is one of the best left backs in the country, in the league. And for me, he's even the best. If it wasn't for his injury, he would have gotten mad numbers last season. But because of his injury, he was out for a long time. And on a good day, Chilwell is unplayable. Like, you can't mess with Chilwell. And I love Cucurella. I love Cucurella a lot, but I feel like he offers nothing going forward. He offers quite a bit. It's not fair for me to say he offers nothing going forward. He's very good going forward, but he's stronger in the defense. Cucurella is excellent in the defense, and in this game he was really doing well in defense, and putting in some solid tackles. Anytime West Ham tried to attack, he was doing well in that regard. But in offense, nothing. He wasn't really offering that much in the game. He wasn't really offering that much in this particular game. He has offered quite a bit in previous games, but in this particular game, it wasn't his day. And he wasn't even on the left most of the time. So he was playing centrally to us. So I don't know why he moved from the left and was driving in centrally. I think maybe that was how he preferred to play, or something. But Chilwell is so good going forward, in offense. He's really good in attacking. He has an eye for goal, and when he gets the chance, he's going to bury it. And when he came in, the first chance he got, he buried it. When he came in, he buried the chance he got. I think he came in, he came in with Havertz, I think, and he changed. No, he came in with Mount. No, yeah, he came in with Havertz after Mount and Broja had already come on. He came with Havertz, and then he 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 got his first chance and he buried it. He buried like a really really beautifully taken ball, and the way he even slipped the ball past the keeper was fantastic. Like on the line, like on the goal line. How like I was watching it in real time, and I didn't even know what happened. I didn't even know what happened. Like the ball went, uh, uh, uh the ball was played overhead, and he did very very hard. Like I said, he has an eye for goal, so he chased the ball down, and when the ball was about to go out of play, he kicked it with his I think with his left leg or something, and then it went in between the legs of the keeper Fabianski and went into the and 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 and, and went into the goal. And like I was calling for Chilwell to come on. He's offensively better than Cucurella. And I'll prefer that Chilwell rotates them instead of benching one for so many games. Like it seemed like he had forgotten about Chilwell. Yes, Chilwell is returning from injury, but he returned from the injury late last season. And he played a game late last season. I think he came on for a game late last season. And then he had a full preseason. So to me, Joel is fit. Joel is fit. I think maybe that people are saying that Tuchel doesn't want to risk using him or stuff like that. But I mean, he did well. Like you could see today that he was good. He was very very good, and he was very very like he was sharp. I mean, he and then he got the assist too for the second goal, which Harvest too, a lot of people were criticizing, including myself. I said in the previous review that him and Mouse, they need to be rested because they've not looked their best in the games. And when you put them on the bench in certain games, it wakes them up, and it seemed like it woke Havertz up. And when he got a chance, he buried it and he scored the winner. And yeah, fantastic scenes at the bridge. But like it was a very very Chelsea-esque game. Like we give the game away late on, and then we claw back, and then we steal it back. So it was a very very good thing, and I want to see Chilwell play more for the club. I really don't want to see him on the bench anymore. I want him to play more for the club. I want him to be rotated with Cucurella. I don't want him to be benched for 4 or 5 games without starting. I want him to start more and play more for the team. A very very good goal for Havertz as well. Very very good. You could see that he was happy that he scored, and he has scored his first goal for the season, and he's off for the season. And I hope that many more come as well. So good performance, and then they got their goal. The goal they got, that's where the controversy came. The goal they got, for me, I think it's a foul. For me, I think it's a foul because yes, Mendy went in to block the shot, the ball from coming in. He went in. He went for I think Jared Bowen's legs, and he didn't really go for the legs, but he dived in towards his legs area. So definitely, if Jared Owen stepped above him, he would clip him in a way. But the way he did it, and I think Mendy also added a little bit to it. But the way he did it, once you touch the keeper, you are, it's a foul. It's a foul. You touch the keeper. You prevented the keeper from going on to 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 catch the ball. It's a foul. So for me, it's a soft one. It's a very very soft one, but it's a foul. A foul is a foul. Really do this kind of um, um, decisions go for us, and this time it went for us. So I'm excited. I'm excited it went for us, and I'll take it like that. And we nearly came away with the draw, but the decision was overturned. The goal was overturned, and then we got a win. So yeah, good performance from Chelsea. I'm happy about it. I hope we continue and take this kind of performance momentum to the next game as well. And yeah, I hope um, um, Tuchel has seen some of the mistakes that he made today, and he will work on it, and then he will improve in the next game. So yeah, Fofana, good debut for Fofana. Like I said, he was brilliant. He was very very good in the first and second half as well. And like uh, Aubameyang too was in the stands looking at Chelsea, and yeah, you can see he was excited to join the team that had this kind of fight in them, that had this kind of grit in them to dig out the win and get a 3 points. So I'm excited for the win. Let me know what you think about today's game in the comments below. If you're seeing for the first time and you enjoy my content, please subscribe and give this video a like. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for the support. I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.